friends, and welcome to Wednesday, 29 October 2024. Today I am using the Zend Out Journey Tarot. I had to look at the box to see what it was. And let's have a look and see, how can we make this day awesome? What do we need to be mindful of? What do we need to be aware of? What is important, relevant, and significant for us to be conscious of as we go through this glorious Wednesday? The sun is shining. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here by me. First card we have today is the Ace of Wands. Oh, glare. There we go. That's better. The Ace of Wands. Now, what is interesting, the first thing I notice is this snake that is sitting across the bottom. So the Ace of Wands is about inspiration. The Ace of Wands is about, you know, just that spark of inspiration, that spark of excitement, that spark of a thought that you have just before you get to do something. Like, oh, yes, that's a great idea. That is the Ace of Wands kind of energy. But the fact that we have the snake sort of hovering at the bottom there tells us to be careful, because sometimes that spontaneous thought that we have, that spontaneous idea of something that we want to do, and we sort of dive into doing it, can sometimes cause us a little bit of trouble. So the snake is about change and transformation, but it's also about giving us that fright when we react too quickly or when something happens spontaneously. So today's going to be a day full of inspiration, full of ideas, full of things like, yes, I'm going to do it. And then not just having the thought, but then actually jumping in and getting it done as well. So that's the interesting thing about the Ace of Wands. It's not just the idea. Okay, it's the action that follows that idea, and it's the action that follows the idea almost immediately. I tend to be like that. I think it must be an Aries trait, like, you know, we're the doers, we're the jump in feet first and figure the stuff out later kind of people. But that's definitely Ace of Wands energy. So today you're going to find yourself possibly having an idea and jumping into go mode and, you know, implementing and doing and whatever. And then you might actually find yourself going, hold a second, what's going on here? What am I doing? So we need to just be conscious. We need to just be mindful of what it is that we are doing and ask ourselves, you know, is it relevant? Is it significant? And is it going to be helpful? Let's take another card from over there, or you see the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is not a terrible card. It's actually quite a good card, but it is the card of inaction. Right? The Four of Swords is the card that says don't do it. Four of Swords is the card that says not today. Think about it, you know, sleep on it kind of thing, maybe tomorrow. Four of Swords is the card that says rest. Take the time to actually think and strategize, which is interesting because the first thing I noticed was the snake. And normally I would say the snake is about change and transformation and shedding your skin and, you know, allowing yourselves to grow and develop and to become. But my interpretation of the snake when I saw it this morning was immediately of careful, and this sudden fright, the sudden fear, the action that gets us into trouble. And then the fact that we have that Four of Swords is saying to us, yes, we need to be careful, because maybe if we are too quick to jump into action, if we are too quick to dive in and to start doing things, we may find ourselves in a little bit of a precarious situation with that snake. So maybe we need to slow ourselves down a little bit. That Four of Swords is saying don't be so quick to jump. Like, actually have a plan, have a strategy, think it through. It's a good idea, it's a good concept, it's something that you probably do need to do, but don't be so spontaneous. I think that's the key message, is let's not be overly spontaneous today, because overly spontaneous could get us into trouble. Let's rather have a strategy and have a plan and be mindful of the actions and the steps and the whatever it is that we take, so that we don't get ourselves into trouble. So less action, even though we are following through with what it is that we want to achieve. So I'm going to leave it there with you, friends. I do hope that you have an amazing Wednesday. I'm sending you all much love and many blessings. Take care.